Hey, let me show you how to get a free cruise offer with a little step-by-step tutorial video that I created.
Welcome to the Holy Roller. If you're a craps and or cruising enthusiast, then you're in the right place. Today I'm going to show you more about the game of craps on a cruise so we can play in such a way to potentially increase our bankrolls and get that offer for a complimentary stateroom for two on our next cruise. Yes, a free cruise offer. Remember, holy means different, distinct, and devoted, and that's how we roll. So let's get rolling. Hey, thanks for watching. I want to show you how you can get a free cruise with Royal Caribbean by playing in the casino. And so if you haven't already signed up for Royal Caribbean, make sure to do that. Now, I'm not a sponsor with them. I just love cruising and love playing craps. And so with all that free cruises and playing craps while I do it, that's awesome. And so go to royalcaribbean.com. When you go to royalcaribbean.com, press sign in there, press create account. And when you press create account, you'll be able to put in all of your information there and then press done. And then once you sign in, then you'll be able to go to the top and you'll have a place where it says enroll now into Crown and Anchor. And if you're not 18, if you're not 18 years old, you can't enroll. But if you are 18 or above, then your Crown and Anchor number will generate right there. All right, and now once you're there, you'll be signed in. You'll have your name here, and you'll be able to look up some destinations. So after you go on your first cruise, then you'll have that Crown and Anchor number. When you play in the casino using your CPass card, which is the card for your room, and that card right there will connect to your Crown and Anchor number. Because when you go to clubroyaleoffers.com, put in your last name and your Crown and Anchor number and press look up, and it will show you the different offers that you have. And so when you have different offers, they'll be right here, and you can redeem them online. But I always want to I always love just calling them and having them tell me what the price is and all that. But if you wanted to figure out what the price is, because on these complimentary cruises, all you do is have to pay for tax and port fees. But how do you know what that is? So let's go here and view the itinerary. I know this is kind of small. Let me zoom it in, and I'm going to just show you how these this offer comes. And so this offer has a bunch. So let me show you maybe this other offer. Not a lot to choose from, but there is different balcony stateroom on these dates that I could choose from. There's also ocean view, which is pretty much a window to the ocean, or there's some other balcony ones, and so I could choose from all of these. I'm going to go to this one because this is just an offer that came, but when you are on a cruise and you earn one, they come like this. And so there's lots of dates to choose from. And so let me just show you how this works. When you go up here, I'm going to just scroll over, and that's as big as I can make it. So I hope it's big enough for your screen there. But we'll just see it's the sail date, the ship, the departure port, and then the itinerary, and then whether it's an interior or an ocean view. And then you have $100 worth of free play. If you get enough points in the casino. You'll have to watch some of my other videos to learn about how many points and how to get points. But with this one, we're going to look at say you have a specific date and time in mind, and a date and time, or maybe a port that's next to you, maybe or maybe you're saying, if I'm going to go to a port, I want to make sure to have a really long cruise, like a 9-day cruise, or maybe an 8-day cruise. And so let's look at this 8-day cruise out of Miami. And so I'm going to be going to Miami for an 8-day cruise. What's the date? It's going to be on the Explorer, and it's on October 1st. Okay, So the next thing you would do if you want to find out how much that would cost you is you go back over to the Royal Caribbean, and right over here you can see departure port, any destination, and the dates. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the departure port. That was out of Miami, and the date was October 1st. So let's look at October. And so let's search cruises, and we're going to try to find that cruise. Okay, so we're looking for a 6-night, I believe, or no, what was it, an 8-night? Oh, here it is. No, yep, there it is, right there. All right, 3 dates. Okay, there it is. So we can see that the October 1st one costs $371. Now this complimentary cruise is a cruise for 2. And so when you select that like that, you're going to be able to see, and it was actually right there, but I'll just show you. When you scroll down, you'll see the number down here. Let me zoom in so you could see that. So $129 is what that would cost. All right, so let's go back and I will show you where you could find it as well, because it's right there. You can look in the itinerary and all that, but when we saw that 8-day, and you can see $130 a piece. That's the taxes and port fees that you would pay for this. So $130 per person. Now, remember some of them. Let's look and see, was it an interior? So let's see this one right here. And it is, yeah, an interior room. Okay, so let's see what the total value would be for that complimentary stateroom that we'd pay $130 per person. So it'd be $260. And all we have to do is select this. And then when you're selecting it, now this is not how you would book it. You would want to call in or book it over here on this site. And this has a number where you could call in, but this would give you an idea of what it would be, just the breakdown of what it would cost. And so as you continue, you're going to need one stateroom, and there'll be 2 guests in that room. And then you can see an interior is $352. And when you select that, because it's an interior, if they pick your room or you pick your room, so it's pretty similar. And so you can actually pick your room for $2 less. And so say we're going to pick our room, and so you can see there is an interior, and then there's another interior. So chances are you'll get an interior room like this. And so if you selected this, and the reason why we're going through is because this is the price. Look, this is the price. So you can see that it will be around a total price of around $1,000, even with the discount. And so you're getting $1,000, and that is the tax and port fees right there. Remember, $260. So that's what you would pay, the $259.42 or $260. And even though this says a discount, this kind of tells you, okay, this is how much this offer would be. So going back over here, this offer for the 8-day cruise on October 1st out of Miami is going to cost $260 for 2 people for 8 days. Now, the getting to the port is also a cost. And so if we fly with Southwest because we get free flights with the Southwest visa. And so if we wanted to check Miami flights, then we would just go, and let's see, just as an example, let's actually do August 1st, and that was at 8 days. So it'd be 1 night, 2 night, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 night, back on the 9th. So that would be that. Let's just search and see how much flights are. And also, when it comes time for flying and flying into a port, if you can't get there, see all these change planes. So if there's not a nonstop, there's not a nonstop that day that would get us there in the morning. So you'd have to fly in the night before and have a hotel. There's a nonstop. There's a couple tickets left. Now for us, because we get the free flights, this doesn't really matter. But if you don't have free flights, you're going to want to put that into the cost. So you're still going to pay to get to the port and to get on the ship. And so a lot of times flying is the way people do it. And then you have your flight back. And a lot of these are unavailable, sold out already. Maybe we want to look at a date that's further out. Let's look at a date that is further out, because that flight is pretty expensive. So let's go. What if we did next year sometime? Here's one out of Texas. The Adventure out of Texas on January 28th. All right, so here we go. January 28th, the Adventure out of Galveston. So let's do that. So let's go January 28th. So since we're right here, let's just modify this. And instead of Miami, we're going to, that would be Houston, and it would be the hobby one. It's about a 45-minute drive, and an Uber would cost about $40 or $50 to go there. And so let's see, the dates are next year, the January 28th. And did we say that was a 5-night? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-night back on Thursday. Let's make sure. Was that a 5-night? Yes, 5-night Western Caribbean. So it's going to be going to Mexico. And so let's find that one. So let's go back, and with the finding cruise, then we go back to this filter, any port. What port do we want to go out of? That was the Galveston, Texas port, and the date, it was in January, and we know it's January 28th. So let's look for a 5-night for January 28th. This has 3 dates. This could be it. Let's see. January 28th. Yep, there it is right there. So you could see it's costing $118. I know that's kind of small here. Let me zoom it in. And so you can see it's $118 for the Adventure of the Seas, and it's going to Costa Maya, Cozumel, and then back. All right, so 2 ports, and so it's going to cost us $120, so it'd be $240. And the flights for that, is there a direct flight that we can get there early in the morning? Yeah, that would put us there on time. And most of the time, the early flights, if you can get a direct flight, you can actually fly in that day, because the delays happen later in the day, and especially if you have to switch planes. So trying to get a nonstop. So this would be even cheaper, because less expensive, because we don't have to have a hotel the night before. And, like I said, this doesn't matter for us as far as the price, but that tells us it's going to cost, if you rounded that up to 200, 400, and then so say 400, 500, $600. So $600 would get 2 of you on the ship, and then coming back, let's see, you get off the ship in the morning. So let's see, let's just check nonstops, just so that we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, you could definitely get back by the airport by 1. The 10 o'clock would be cutting it close, but you can definitely get there by 1:50. So that's another 200. So $800. Was that 6, 8? So $1,000, pretty much $1,000. Yeah, it's you say complimentary cruise is costing me $1,000. Now keep in mind, this would probably be getting to and from the port. We don't pay that, because we have free flights with Southwest, and I'll probably do a video and show you how to do that as well, so that the price doesn't matter here. And if you want to know more about it, go to Royal Caribbean /experience /cruise -casinos. That's not hard to find at all, right? And so this has all the information about the Club Royale rewards program, and how you can earn different points, and letting those points rack up and then get you complimentary cruises. and that you can have where you have complimentary drinks and discounts, and even when you go up in the tiers for different tiers, so from 1 to 2,500, pretty much your choice. And so there are some benefits there. But yeah, getting that free cruise offer. Every cruise, there's a special offer. If you get a certain amount of points, you're going to win a cruise. And sometimes it's like 400, 800 points. So you can get that in just a couple sessions. But you could just take your offer and call them and say, how much is this going to cost? I want to go on this day. But I would always recommend doing a little bit of research. Are you going to be able to fly in that morning? The travel agents and others always say, make sure to fly in the night before. You don't want to miss it. And some people, they would definitely do that. So you have to put all that cost in to your complimentary cruise. But if you're gonna cruise and you go on a cruise, make sure the next time that you don't have to pay full price, you get a complimentary cruise on your next cruise. And so and then you'll get postcards in the mail that kind of look like this. Once you get at least, I think, 400 points, you'll start getting postcards, which is really awesome. And you can take advantage of some of those free complimentary offers, if you would, especially one of the balconies. So when you get a balcony stateroom, just looking at this, like as an example, let's look at this balcony offer. This is 4 nights and it is on 1/9. So let's check it. Okay, there it is right there. And so when you select it, you're seeing that's $100, $104. But remember, this is a balcony that we're talking about. So you have to go in and see, okay, how much is a balcony? And so, oh, that's significantly more. It's like twice as much for a balcony. So when you're thinking how much a balcony is gonna cost, you're looking at $500 per person. So you're looking at $207 instead of 12. I don't know if you can see that. I could zoom in. Instead of 12, you're looking at 200 instead of 1,200. What a deal. All right. So anyway, I hope that helps just to kind of think about when you're doing a flight to the port, to and from, just calculating all the costs that are with a complimentary, quote unquote, complimentary cruise. But definitely it makes cruising more affordable for some people. And so that's why we wanted to show people how to do this, because I definitely couldn't go on as many cruises as we go on if I had to pay full price. So I don't, and I won't pay full price ever again. And neither should you. Now, thanks for watching.
Wait, before you go, one more thing. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and become a holy roller with me so I could see you cruising and rolling at a craps table soon. Oh, hey, and check this video out for more tips and tricks on how you can get that offer for a free cruise. Thanks for watching.